but it feels so true. But it seems so right. Let the world break through the eyes of this.
Step number 1, batteries. Depending on how old or recent your camera is, you might get a rechargeable battery like the Sony FX50, which goes into this vintage Sony DVD digicam. Now, in this case, you just need to get the battery of Amazon and get a relevant charger, and you're all good. But if you're shooting a more cheap point and shoot, you might just need 2 AA batteries like these. What is it? I recommend the Duracell. This alkaline AA cute looking battery has the perfect composition inside and the power output to power these cameras for a long period of time. So just make sure you're getting me right. Step number 2, how do we save the recorded medium? Storing images in movies is such a trivial thing nowadays with how abundant SD cards are. But back in the day, manufacturers were, let's just say, not too pleased in common standards, especially with Sony. Now, if you're buying a Sony vintage camera, there are high chances that they'll only accept this, the memory stick. Now, these might look like SD cards, but they're really not. Memory sticks in their original form are super hard to find, but luckily there are adapters for converting micro SD cards into memory stick. The only thing you should be concerned about is capacity, because these cameras, they won't work well with high capacity memory cards, so look for the 2 GBs, the 1 GBs, or even below. And to add more pain to this, most of the ports on these cameras are incredibly proprietary. That is not a USB port, it's an AV input port, something by Sony. Again, Sony is a mastermind at making these proprietary formats. And these memory sticks will not go into random adapters for SD cards. You need to buy specific ones. And again, you can get these everywhere, but it's just one extra step of paying you have to take. So if you buy brands like Canon, Nikon, point and shoots, or vintage cameras, they usually use SD cards, which are much easier and more reliable. So now we got a camera powered on, you can actually store images. How do we shoot? The one rule I follow while shooting with these older cameras, especially these old point and shoots, is to keep it still. Now, it might seem like it takes a picture like a smartphone, but even once you press the shutter button, it takes 2 to 3 seconds for the image to be processed and saved. So in that time, if there's any amount of shaking or blurred, the pictures will look terrible. Unless that's what you artistically want, in which case, have fun. Now, every camera has certain unique features, but the controls are quite similar. You usually have a power button at top, followed by a shutter button, which you can half press to focus, followed by which you'll get a sound, and full press to take the picture. As you can see, the red light flashes while it's saving the image. Now, any shake during this time might actually ruin the image. Every camera will have some kind of mode selector. This allows you to go from photos, to videos, to a bit of manual, to all the different scene modes included with the camera. Now, hopefully that's given you enough info on how to pick your new point and shoot and how to use it. Have fun!
But it feels so strange.